Question person? I guess just Jayson being all-star, I guess thoughts and how did you find out or I guess the team find out together like that?
Yeah, I mean, they announced it last night, so had a good sense that would happen. Obviously played extremely well, and we're all proud of it, the selection, and proud of him for what he's done. And, we just congratulate him out there and say thanks to the team and everybody for helping him achieve that. But for him, it's a standard that he set. It's a goal he should achieve yearly, in my opinion, as well as all NBA and eventually be an MVP conversation. And so we're all happy for him. Obviously, we'd like to have more guys on our team. That's what we're reflective on, some injury things and record-wise.
You mentioned a couple weeks ago when you talked about it, like he's like, oh, I got when he didn't make a starter, he's like, I got Giannis and me and KD in front of me. Like, what's it take for him to kind of ascend to that next level, do you think?
Well, that's a somewhat a popularity contest. The starting part. Obviously, coaches vote for the reserves, but as I mentioned, I think winning, it plays a big part in it, and popularity as well, as you've seen with whether it's Andrew or Giannis or whoever it may be. There are countries behind certain people as well, and so that affects winning. But just us as a team, our success, will help him, JB, everybody else going forward. So that's a big part of it. Winning is always taken into it.
Obviously, Jalen made it last year. I guess those games with the hamstring probably didn't help his cause, but give him a boost and make sure that this doesn't bother him or.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very highly motivated guy, and obviously that's a goal he strives for every year. And the hamstring was one thing missing, but a lot of guys miss games this year in and out for different reasons. And I think what I said to him in general or our team is winning affects a lot of things. And so record-wise, we could be better, obviously, and that would have helped his cause.
It's rare to make an all-star team when the main part of your game, which is, I guess, KD's pull and three-point shooting, is a really rare feat. So how much is this a testament to how much he's expanded his game, taking on a bigger leadership role?
Yeah, with the three-point numbers down this year, he's still at 26 a game. Obviously, if he was at his career average numbers, that'd be a lot higher, and our winning total would probably be higher in general, but he has done well in a lot of different areas. Obviously, we talk about being a playmaker all year, but he's touched a lot of other areas in this game where he's improved on, and that just shows for his growth. When the shot is not falling, he can still get to the basket, still get to the free throw line, impact the game in other ways.
What do you think is that part of this game that we aren't really paying attention to?
I think the overall playmaking, as I've said, it's not always reflective on the numbers. If we were shooting the ball better, those assist totals will be up in general, and so. I'm just continuing to stress with those guys, especially him and JB, and guys that can really create for themselves to make the right play. And I think you've seen that. Last game was really good for, I'd say, 3 quarters. In previous games, the ball has been moving much better, and that's a large part due to his improvement in that area.
You coached against Jayson for years. I mean, from the other side, is there anything now that you're with him every day that stands out to you about him?
I mentioned early the professionalism. It's surprising for a guy that young. But I've said that from the moment I, was with him, whether it was USA or here, was that his approach is unique for a guy at his age. Understanding what he has to do on a day-to-day basis to hold himself to that level and play at that level, preparing himself. But what I saw guarding him as an opponent is the same stuff. Obviously, like I said, the shooting numbers are down, but he's taking the right shots, and we think that'll all balance out. But just his approach to the game is very rare for a guy at his age. I played with Brandon Roy, who reminded me in a lot of ways that maturity at a young age, and that carries you throughout your career.
You guys obviously are trending in the right direction right now. How do you ensure that these next 2 games, guys don't look at records and let up a little bit and say, oh, whatever.
Everyone continue to go in the right direction and like I said, hold ourselves to a certain standard. It's a lot of times we focus on the opponent, and obviously we're going through personnel and scouting report, but we really have to continue to zero in on where we want to improve, worry about ourselves a lot. And so a huge part is that, as we talked about today, continue to go in the right direction, do the things that we've done well. And, nameless, faceless opponent, so to speak, we want to play the way we play regardless of who we're playing.
There's just one more thing.
Last
You-
question.
With the trade deadline approaching, and you know that it's possible that some guys might not be here, do you try to like maybe experiment with some of the things like game plan wise, rotation sets, stuff like that, to try to get guys into different spots to see if there's things that they can do before it's too late to figure that out?
No, I wouldn't say as much as that. We're just trying to be consistent and just play with what we have. Don't start, tinkering with things that may or may not happen. And so if something happens at that point, we'll obviously be prepared for it and see what we have. But up until now, we're just trying to play the way we've been playing and don't want to mess with that.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank